What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we are going to go over a very interesting team. I wanted to get a new Acuna card in, especially at midfield. So we've gone with a 4-5-1 system. We made a meta team, but also a fun team for you to use, just in case you're coming towards team of the season or team of the year and you saw some of your players. And some of these guys actually have them in my team as well. So you're going to see them to be very much interesting. Let's first start off with Acuna, since we got him already. Already got him numbered up, or seen up, should I say. I will be honest, this Acuna card he's always been a meta card. But you know, the best thing about this card is he looks like a perfect centre mid. High work rate, he's 5'8". In the middle with his shadow, I think he's probably one of the best centre mids you could probably get if you're looking for a cheap Renato Sanchez. At under the price of 100k, we're going to have to move him to the midfield. So we're going to do a quick switcheroo as usual. But I think definitely one of the best centre mids in the game without a doubt. And then we're going to go with the defense line. Let's start with the defense line. Actually. Let's just do the opposite way. Because I want to make it more interesting as well. So we've gone with, we've gone with fullbacks. We put Alex Moreno. Now this guy's card is actually very good. I only really thought about it because someone was in the Patreon, they were telling me, oh yeah, which fit is Moreno card? And I was like, you know what? He's actually very good. And the reason why he's good is because he's got a high work rate. So when it comes to fullbacks and centre back, you want a high defensive work rate centre back. But the difference is he's got the pace already, and he's got the agility and balance, and he's got defending, and he's got the physical, and he's got the short passing. So in theory, he's one of the best centre backs in the game because he's already tall. Now most centre backs have an issue where they're short, but he's tall. 5'10", which is still somewhat decently tall, right? Compared to most fullbacks anyway. He's got 3-star, which is irrelevant. 3-star, but he's got high defensive work rate. He's got the pace already, got the defending already, got the dribbling, the agility, balance, and he's got the physical. I say put an anchor on him. I'd probably go with a sentinel on anchor. I think you got one of the best centre backs in the game, and I think he's very important. Why? Is because he links to Morales. Now, on this account, I don't have Morales, but I bought him on my main account, and he has been absolutely fantastic for me. I'll be honest, if I had to give him a rating out of 10, I would say as a pure winger, I would probably give him maybe an 8. Maybe even edging a bit higher. I have a finisher and I had a catalyst on him. I had put a catalyst back on him. That's what I bought him with. He's got agility and balance already, and he's 4-star, high medium. He can shoot already, and he's got the pace, and he's got very good. Look, 74 physical. Not many players 74 physical as well. So altogether, he's a perfect winger. He can even play as striker, to be honest. He has the outside of foot shot trait, so he can play as a second striker as well in this formation, which you'll see. But anyway, anywhere across the front line, and the fact that he's only 50k, we went up to about, he's at 68k now, but he was only 50k at one point. I was like, this guy's an absolute steal. And then next time we go with the newer card now. You can go with a typical centre back. Now we've gone with Pau Torres. I looked at his card and I was like, you know what? I looked at his stats and I was saying, you know what? He's a good card. A bit slow for my liking. You can have a look over here. You can see that if we look at him, he's got high defense. Now, as I say, for most defenders, for centre backs, it doesn't really matter too much. So for centre back, doesn't matter too much. You could get the likes of Gold Kunde here if you really want to. But for centre backs, he's got 6'3", medium high. Agility and balance is decent-ish. Now, obviously, for the price, there isn't really anyone better. I would say get Kappa. If you're really looking for a fullback that can play in centre back, I would say someone like Kappa. Or I would say Mendy. Mendy can also play that role very well. But Pau Torres, I think, is a good card, a good solid centre back. If you want one, top tier defending, put a shadow on him, I think gets the job done. Otherwise, you can go with Mendy or Kappa to give the link to Morales. Now, some Morales gets 10 chem, but a goalkeeper we're going with Ter Stegen. For the sole reason he's got the save with feet trait. I think Ter Stegen is one of the best keepers in the game that's very much underlooked. If you can have a keeper so for those who don't know, if you have a 1v1, you run out with your goalkeeper, you have the biggest advantage to save an opportunity. And I think if you combine that with Ter Stegen, now you're going to see, for example, I'll give you a quick sneak peek over here. That's what it looks like, because I think Ter Stegen, you can have Courtois, he'll give you the chemistry regardless. But I just think I'd rather forgo the lower height. This is important. The lower height, so 6'2" compared to Courtois 6'6" for the saves with feet. That's my just personal opinion. And we move over to the right, we've gone with Hakimi. Now, Hakimi is going to be playing traditionally as a right back. I would say Hakimi probably. I'm not gonna. I have him actually on my. Actually, I have him on my account. I'm not gonna say. I think Walker's probably, in my opinion, better than Hakimi. But I think you have cars like Semedo, etc., that really changed the dynamic scene of this. Messi, I think for 300k, absolute steal, to be honest. I think there's no reason to not have him in. We're going to be playing him in cam, or the left mid or right mid. In midfield, we're going with Claude Maurice. Now, Claude Maurice, he's actually going to be playing as a defender for us. And I'll show you how we're going to get that in all together. You can put, you can either, but to be honest, this guy was always very good. I always go with the one with better defending. There's no point going with the one with better physical because that is almost irrelevant most of the time. Then we put 7 near over here. He's another newer card, another new addition. I thought, you know what, why not? He's only 100k. And he does seem like a pretty good card. He's got upgraded. He's 87 now. So he's not 85. I think he's 87 if I'm not mistaken. So he's already been upgraded, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I'll double check that on Footbin is anyway. For the strike, we've gone with a very new addition. Back to the old days, the FIFA 19 days and last year, Alessandrini. To be honest, you could basically, in theory, did I spell his name wrong? No, I didn't. Hang on. Alessandrini. I don't know why. For some reason, his name is not appearing. But I'll be honest. I think realistically, he can. When I made this team, I wanted to make a front two guaranteed. Morales and Alessandrini, because I wanted players that had good agility and balance. He's high-low 4-star, and he is outside of foot shot trait as well. So technically, he's kind of like 4.5 star. If that makes sense. Top tier agility, balance, got the physicality just like Morales as well, and he's got the really good finishing. Look at that shot power, and that composure could be a bit higher. There's no more sniper chemistry style like they usually give you +5 composure, but I think with a finisher he goes above and beyond. One of the best cards I think you can get in the game, and I think for only 80k, absolute steal. And then for the left mid, we've gone with Bamba. Now this is just to keep costs down. You know, we've gone with Bamba. You can probably reduce the price even more if you want to, but we've just gone because we just need a winger. We need a winger that can get the job done on left mid and right mid. And to be honest, there isn't really anyone else. There is a few other players, but for the price, you haven't got that much option. I think with Bamba, he's got a good agility balance. Now, when I'm looking for left mids and right mids, especially meta left mids and right mids, I'm always looking at agility and balance. I'll quickly just show you a quick brief who else you can get. So obviously name one of the more expensive than Genola, of course, but you can get Akambi. So if you haven't got money, you can go ahead and get this Akambi guy. I think, you know what, he's not a bad price. So if you don't have the money, you can get this Akambi card. So we're going to put it in at 900k this team. So how does it look for cam? Well, it's basically like this. It's fantastic. Everyone gets full chemistry, par Acuna. Now, if you really want to, what you can do is you can go ahead and you can put a left mid. Now, Hazard is the card I would go for. So if you've got the money, go ahead and put Hazard in. It takes it to about 1 million there. That is what I will do. I think that is a top tier meta team. Yes, Hazard's on 8cam, but he's one of the best players you can get, one of the best dribblers in the game, and you get a high octane player, okay? If you want, you can put Bamba in, but as I said, Hazard is what I probably would go with. So you can either Bamba, so we're going to call this 900k team, or you can call it Hazard. Up to you, whichever one you want. I would say, of course, take Hazard, but it does ruin the chemistry a bit, but it's fine. And the reason why is, let's say we do get Hazard in, so this is where things get very interesting. When you get Hazard in this team, you could essentially play any of the front line anywhere. In fact, the weakest point becomes Messi. That's what becomes the weakest point. So when Hazard goes over here, Messi becomes the weakest point. It's how it looks. So if I was playing a 4-4-2, you got a lot of choice. So let's say 4-2-2, same thing. These are left mids and right mids. So what I would say is you actually got so much choice. I'd probably put Messi as Ram, Morales, or either Morales or Alessandrini. It's up to you really. Maybe Alessandrini, but Morales got better composure, so either one, they would completely run the money. Then what I would say is put Hazard in striker, because he's just completely a beast. you can put a Hunter on him and he's such a good player. Or you can put him in cam, you can put him like cam like that. Then what I'll do is I'll move Claude there, put Acuna over there, put him over there. Now, if you want to, you could put him in centre back or just leave it like that. Now, you're going to say to me, okay, Claude Maurice, he can't get the job done, but he's got a 3-star weak foot. If you really want to, Hakimi does have a 4-star weak foot. You can just do a quick switcheroo if you want to in game. And there you go. You can put him in right back. He's on come back in defense. Still back while attacking. It's not going to make a difference. And there you go. The best team. I'm honest. It's actually such a fun team. I'm actually considering playing this weekend league. 4-2-3-1. Either the wide or the narrow. It's the exact same thing again over here. Your sport for choice. Probably do something like this. Again, your sport for choice. 4-3-2-1. Again, it's still your sport for choice. I'd probably say drop one of these guys to midfield though. Leave Messi as a winger, or you can put Messi as a midfielder during the attack later on. 4-3-3 is up to you. And I think finally the 3-5-2. I would put Acuna. So first of all, he would go there, and then what I'll do is just swap these guys around because no point put Claude Maurice there. 7 there, and 7 there, get hold the line, then Messi, Cam, then offload one of these guys to the wing, and there you go. Terrific team. Simple. Good top tier meta, fun team, 900k. You can't go wrong with it. And that is a quick 900k team. Hope you enjoy it. It's a bit more of on the leading edge of fun, but to be honest, it is meta. They're all top tier GL team balanced, all top tier players, and we get Acuna in as well. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Of course, I'll catch you next time. Peace out, guys.